like thinking, does he already have someone else? But I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel like shit. It really does. It makes me feel horrible about myself. And I wish it didn't. I wish it didn't, but it does. My mind is my worst enemy. Sometimes I am my own worst enemy. For instance, like, this is going to be difficult to say because it's makes me sound like a crazy person, and I realize that, but it's the truth. And I said that I would be raw and unfiltered, right? Even though I don't want to be with him anymore, there is a part of me that wants him to still want to be with me. And when I kind of think about like what gets me upset, or why am I so sad about certain things, of him wanting to also go through with the divorce, if I don't want to be with him, and it's this craziness, or I don't know, maybe it's like just human. Here it is. My problem is not that I don't value myself, or I don't have self-love. I think if I didn't, I would continue to be in this relationship. And I feel like this found awareness of myself and the self-love has brought me to this point of wanting to get the divorce and move on and find someone, or many someones, that fulfill me, more. But what hurts me is that I feel he doesn't value me the way I value me. And that's what really hurts.
I'm just glad that this good man will be finally free and leave this unstable woman.
Y'all ever see a woman say something, a lot of something, but said absolutely nothing? It's like, I love myself enough to leave this relationship. Maybe one day I'll find someone, many of someone, or whatever. That just sounds like she's bipolar and needs to take medication or get some therapy. Definitely medication. But it's a whole bunch of nothing. And you want him to not be happy, to not want to leave you, but you want to leave him. But you don't want him being okay with you wanting to leave him. It's your boy Price J. I'm going to try to continue, even though she says a lot and says a lot of nothing.
When I knew he was coming after 3 months of not seeing him and him not seeing his kids, I even offered for him to stay here. I thought it would be a better transition for the kids to see him, and then we would talk to our daughter, our oldest daughter, 7 months, 7 years. Oh, 7 years old, almost 7 years old. And he didn't want that. He said he wanted his space, and he is a person that wants his space. When he's next to me and he's on his phone, he kind of goes like this, the pressuring, and then he already talked about, when we were talking about how we were going to be before we talked to our daughter, and how we wanted, I said, I want this to be okay. We weren't meant for each other, but that doesn't mean we have to be enemies, and it's good for them to see that we can even be friends, right? And have moments that it's the four of us. So yeah, the different behaviors have gotten me thinking, does he already have someone else? And it does make me feel like shit even more. It really does, because I feel like I'm that easily replaceable. For 12 years that I've been with him, I feel like I've begged for his love, and it's like, the harder, the more the people play hard to get, the more you want that person. I feel like that's what's happening, even though I know that he is not the person for me. It's an ego thing. I know that. I know it's an ego thing. But I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel like shit. It really does. It makes me feel horrible about myself. And I wish it didn't. But it does.
The worst killer for relationships are women getting bored. She probably wants that lust, him to just be all over her, or becking to her every whim. But it's the craziness is still too much. Like, she's averagely cute, long hair, nice chest from what I can see, so that would tell me nice body, unless she just packing a gut that she hiding. Her arms don't look too fat. Like, he probably was focused on you, and you gotta start problems. Start problems to get some attention or something. This is common, actually.
Resentment. It's something that I definitely felt towards H, that I feel towards H sometimes, because it's just different for men and women. I mean, and that's just the way it is. Like, anyone can argue that, oh, no, it's not. Like, women have it 10 times harder. We are the caretakers. We have the invisible load. We take care of the kids and work, or some people just take care of the kids. But like, we have an amount of work and responsibility and mental like load. Yeah, when it comes to the kids, that's just not, it's not the same. I mean, biologically, we nurse or some, not all. So while H was able to really dedicate himself more to his career, I've had to split myself, and it has been extremely difficult. We both work in video production, and since I've known him, H has always traveled.
Oh my God, get to the damn point. Get to the point. You talk too much. This is killing me.
I can't just like up and go for a couple weeks or a couple of days even. And I know that's been my choice and whatnot, but yeah, there is resentment there when he can and he does and I don't. And again, I know that that's my choice. Now, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to be able to work even now. I have my own company, and I've decided to have my own company to give me the flexibility of being the mother that I want to be, but also having the career that I want to have. And it's not like, I don't. H right now is in Miami, then he's going to go to Mexico, and then, he goes to Jamaica, and he goes all over the place. And I don't because I don't want to disrupt my kid's life. I'm still nursing my son. So yeah, there's resentment. He is not a bad person. He's not the right person for me. I'm not the right person for him, unfortunately. That hurts. But he's not a bad person. And this divorce is amicable. At least up until this point, we're on the same page about doing things this way for our kids, for ourselves. I'm not on a place like I can't see him. I can't see him with another person right now, but
she is the one that filed for divorce. I don't know if her commentary will make it seem like he filed for divorce or not, but she filed for divorce. She has a problem being home with the kids while he's out working, when he's making more money to support the house. She benefits, but she wants to go out and do whatever.
Even though I don't want to be with him anymore, there is a part of me that wants him to still want to be with me. My problem is not that I don't value myself or I don't have self-love. I think if I didn't, I would continue to be in this relationship. And I feel like this found awareness of myself and the self-love has brought me to this point of wanting to get the divorce and move on and find someone or many someones that fulfill me, more.
Shout out to HL Talk That Thought. I think that's his name. I'll have a link to the video in the description. But it's too many women out there that don't know what marriage is. It's working together. It's going through hard times, going through the good times, and going through it, not just dropping everything because you're unhappy or you want to compete with your man. It's your boy Price J. I'll talk to y'all later.